What the heck? Okay, there we go. OBS was being weird again. I'll just do a quick ref. Okay, it looks like that's behaving. And at least with this game, my OBS is on the usual side. Or rather, usual monitor. Okay. Microsoft Edge has been being a little wonky today, so, well, within the last 24 hours. I meant to start my stream a few hours ago. But I was having some technical issues with getting things set up with House Flipper. I needed to start a new save, and also because I deleted every piece of custom content that I had installed, and I had a lot. I had literally like 9,000 items of custom content, which explained why my game took so long to load normally. And now it actually loads in a reasonable amount of time. My blanket got caught under the wheel of my chair. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with my sound in game. It's not working right. It's not being picked up at all by my audio mixer or my headphones. My headphones are obviously working because I can see my mic is being picked up. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm just gonna play without game sound apparently. Okay, so yeah, I had to do a few things to get this save ready so that I actually have the two properties that I want to do for my spooky month streams. Yeah, itchy shoulder. Why is... Must have gotten a mosquito bite last time I was outside. I forgot to put bug spray on, which is unfortunately not that uncommon for me. I do need to redo the outside of the starter office. Haven't made up my mind if I want to sell those bushes that are outside of it or not. Okay, now we got a spinny circle, which means if I click on my screen right now, it's gonna freeze up and then crash, and yeah. I hate when that happens. Oh, right, I was gonna open something on my phone. But I don't remember what I was gonna open on my phone. Oh, right. I was gonna open a new tab in my Chrome browser. Oh, lovely. Moles. And the House Flipper wiki. Because it comes in handy, because sometimes I can't remember the exact things that specific buyers look for. We're doing this the humane way. There's a less humane way to get rid of the mole hills. Oh, there's the mole. You can also run over the mole hills with the lawnmower, which I discovered by accident. I think it was not long after the first time I unlocked the lawnmower after I got the garden DLC. Also, I made sure to unlock all of the main game tools. I do also have, well, I have all the DLCs, so you know what? I'm gonna sell these. They're not my favorite shrubs. I'll put some better ones in here later. I do want to do the outside of the house though. Let's see. Walls. Wall panels. I do like these Mankios panels when I want to do siding, because there's a decent selection of colors. You've got a few different shades of light for each color. You've got a few different shades of dark for each color. It's really, they're really versatile. I find myself using the Mankios more than pretty much any of the other ones. These kind of remind me of the side of like a shipping container. So if I wanted to do something to make a building look like it's a shipping container, I could use those. Let's see. Was it in wall tiles, maybe? Oh no, here we go. Wanted to do dark brick. Maybe not the dark brick. You know what? And these are floorings, these are wall. Let's see. Nope. And we're getting into other aspects of, I don't want that one. Here we go. I think this is the, no, this one. So decently worn level of brick, and also you can do these half brick, half like drywall texture. We're gonna grab 3, 4, and put a couple over here, and 3 here. I always grab extra because I don't trust myself to grab enough otherwise. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of upgrade the exterior a little bit. Okay, yeah. And as usual, I grabbed way more than I needed. You know what? I'll just grab from here. The reason I always grab extra, though, is because the window areas always end up using significantly more for some reason. Come on. I've done this a billion times, it feels like. Ugh, no, it's harder to do with these, apparently. I can do it with the regular wall panels. Like the bigger, like the actual panels, not the tiles. Don't want to accidentally paint the tile the interior with this, because it's, I could have sworn I've done that with these. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. Finish the exterior so that I, like the ground level of the exterior rather. I think that's the last spot. Yep, there we go. That looks significantly better to be. Okay, we're gonna sell all the ones that I didn't use any from. I think that's all of those. Yep. Okay. Now, looks like I'm gonna have to get a ladder. I was hoping I wouldn't need a ladder. I don't want the mobile scaffolding. That thing is not necessary for this small of a house. There we go. One nice thing is if you don't like unequip it, like if you don't drop the stack of whatever you were holding when it comes to the tiles and when it comes to tiles and wall panels and wallpaper, it essentially stays in your inventory until you actively set it down. This was literally the least invasive door I could find. It's a train door. I think it's from the Pets expansion. And yeah, it technically should not be used as a bathroom door. Like in real life, that would be a terrible bathroom door. No privacy at all. Oh, I see I have a new follower. Thank you for the follow. Um, okay. Now head to the computer and go to, we are doing the Samarta Myers house. And I will be having the experience of all the jump scares. So that's kind of the whole point of doing this house at around Halloween. I just wanted to do something a little spooky this month. This house I'm gonna definitely need one of the higher scaffoldings though. The because I don't have the grappling hook unlocked because I haven't done any of the farm DLC jobs. Wow. I forgot the word jobs for a second there. And one of the things I do like is with these Halloween update ones that they added, which there's only the 2 that I know of. I don't think that the castle is technically haunted, even though it is the only house in the game that automatically has a psychomantium, which I will be adding a psychomantium into this house because I just like to add one into this house. But we are playing with the spooky stuff, which now I've moved into this house in previous saves, which I can't play right now, but I can't play those saves anymore, so I deleted them because yeah, 9,000 pieces of custom content. I could have sworn he was farther away from there than that. Oh, I did not know that he moves. Cool. There's a creepy gnome. Okay, we're gonna go into the house first. It's not as creepy without the sounds. But one thing that's kind of fun. I love that it changes to the ghost face version from Scary Movie. With the, yeah, like that's a little more similar to from Scary Movie. There's the one where it the tongue hanging out. If you've seen Scary Movie, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we get rid of those. Hello. Hello, little bunny rabbit. Do I want to go in the basement first? I'm going to be doing some serious renovation on this house once we've watched all the little jump scare things. So we go in the bathroom. Might as well clear this out. Oh, didn't do the footstep thing there. Oh well. Okay, I think it's this room. Yep. Yeah, that little jump scare. Not sure what that's a reference to. Oh, that's the door that opens on its own. That's the other rabbit. Or is it the same rabbit? I can't remember. I've looked at like all the jump scares in this game already, in this particular house before. Oh, that didn't close itself. Oh no, it's a different rabbit. The basement door opened itself though. Yeah, and then we get a warping effect in there. And that's really all there is. Oh. Oh. I didn't know the gnome changed to that. Huh. I usually sell the gnome right away. And now we uncurse the house. And now the house is no longer haunted. I think I'm going to actually leave the grave this time. Or rather, the gravestone. I don't remember how much it's... I know I usually sell it, which probably not... wouldn't be smart in real life. Yeah, it's only worth 93. That's not worth it. Ah, man, seriously? Moles? Nope. I never seem to get lucky and get them find the mole on the first try. There it is. Which I think is kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, this is definitely needs some work. Oh, the gnome disappears? Huh. Okay, that bunny disappeared. I could have sworn that at least one of the bunnies stays. I know there's cockroaches somewhere. Oh, this is the one that stays. Oops, only... Okay, we're gonna sell all the old doors, and I don't feel like putting, don't feel like putting, whatchamacallit, radiators. Yeah, I know, it is so much easier to just mow them down with a lawnmower, but I felt like being more humane with them. I usually do just mow them down. I actually discovered that by accident the first time I did it. I think it was right after I got the garden DLC. I wasn't even trying to get rid of them with the lawnmower. I just happened to get rid of them with the lawnmower, and And since I don't actually have a fear of cockroaches, the cockroaches don't bother me, but I also like, yeah, they're gross, but I it doesn't bother me to see them. But it is nice that there's a setting that you can get rid of them if you do have that fear of cockroaches. So, accessibility features are always nice. Oh, oh, that's right. I think there's two cockroach nests. There we go. They were just like stacked on each other. I usually get rid of all the old fixtures and okay, the toilet and sink being there is fine. I really don't feel like installing radiators. That's fine. That's a Is that a shower one? Yeah, that's a shower one. Wait, did I see something on the wall? Nope, it's just the brick. And some of the outlets, if they're there, like if they're in their spots, they um specifically the ones that are the install ones, they will actually block you from being able to put furniture in, which is so annoying. I don't really like that fireplace. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. I wonder which fireplace would be my favorite. I like fireplaces, just in general. Uh, use the... Okay. Gotta decide what doors to put there. Why did I do that? The old doors in the houses generally are kind of junky looking. Yeah, that particular painting. That's an actual painting. Like, that's a real painting that they used for reference. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my game sound. Maybe if I restart the computer later and open the game again, it'll work. I have no idea. I think all of the in-game paintings, like the ones that look like old style paintings like these, I'm pretty sure they are references of actual paintings and not just... Oh, I always I hate the lighting glitch. I forgot that this room does that. I'll figure something out. I do like that there's a lot more like customization in... Oh, thank you for the follow. I do like in House Flipper 2 that there's a lot more customization options, but I'm actually waiting till um later this month when the Scooby-Doo DLC comes out, because to stream it, because I want to do the Scooby-Doo DLC houses, because from what I was reading, if I remember correctly, it looks like there's going to be some haunted houses in that one, so that would be excellent. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel the need for two doors, especially since I generally end up tearing down this wall. I'm just trying to decide, do I want to do what I usually do with this house, or do I want to do something different? Because usually with this house, I tear down this wall, making this into an a bit more open concept. I definitely want to get rid of the windows though, because I don't like these windows. They don't open. I like the opening ones. I like the ones that open. I don't know why, I just do. Oh, right, I haven't upgraded my cleaning brush further yet. Keep forgetting that this is a new save. And not one where I've already done this house. But we gotta get everything cleaned. Ugh, I hate that spot. I know there's a way to get up on the... Pretty sure I was able to get up onto that little ledge. Maybe if I jump up on the windowsill? Ah, there we go. That's what I usually did. Had to get up on the railing. That's what it was. Not on the, get up on the actual banister. Or no. Would that be the banister? Or would this be the banister? I never know for sure on those things. Get all these cobwebs. Otherwise, I'm going to end up missing one. This is... I always end up selling the windows, then cleaning. And then I realize... Then I get all confused, like... Why is it acting like I didn't finish cleaning? And then I put a window in and it's like, oh, the cobweb is still there. Which makes 0 sense logically. Like, the logic behind that is just like, why? Why do the cobwebs continue to exist even after I've destroyed the thing they were attached to? That'd be like if I were to go through the car wash and the spider web on the back of my car didn't get destroyed. I mean, it always ends up coming back because I don't know where the spider is actually hiding. Yeah, I can't figure out where the spider on the back of my car is hiding. So I have pretty much constant spider web on the back of my car. And sometimes on my wing mirrors. Those ones I at least know are hiding inside the wing mirrors behind the mirror. But yeah, I feel kind of bad for them because it's about to get cold. It's probably going to get cold pretty soon. I mean, we usually have either snow or rain on Halloween around here. The joys of living in a northern state. Okay, did I miss any outlets or light fixtures or um light switches? Wow. I'm not even tired. I don't know why my brain is just like glitching. I just want to get rid of all the old fixtures so that I can put in new ones. And now comes the fun part. Plaster. Let's see. Is that in walls? Yep. There it is. Oops. Helps if I remember to load the plaster. Go. can't paint the walls till the plaster's done. I can't remember. Are there any other... I can't remember if there are any other spots up here that need plaster. I know there... Okay, yeah, no, there's none in there. I think that might be the only room that needed plaster. Because this is just grungy wall, not plaster. Or not scratched wall. Gouged wall, maybe? I mean, I get that the concept for this room was that it's the room where someone was, like, trapped and scratching at the walls. Well, I say trapped, more imprisoned would probably be a better word. But yeah, that room, just the concept of it is kind of depressing. Okay, now let's go downstairs and clean up all that trash. Trash, 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 trash. I usually turn the downstairs area into a game room. And actually, now that there's some like actual like arcade game things, like more than just whatever was in the what pack was it? I do like that we can sort by pack. Accessories, I think it was in hobbies. Yeah, because I mean, we've got a foosball table, basketball machine, ping pong, billiards, also sometimes known as pool, different chess tables, dartboard, violin on a stand, which is kind of cool. That's not really a proper gramophone. That's not what I think when I think gramophone. When I think gramophone, I think more of the like Victrola or more Victorian and early 1900s record players rather than these more briefcase style ones that I think those are more of like the 60s and 70s. The instrument my mother played when she was in school. Looks like we've got some random books. Okay, so they're just calling all record players gramophones. Ooh, vintage camera. Vintage radio. Retro radio. Yeah, that's like the... Not sure what decade those were, like, record radios that style were first made, but this is just like something straight out of like a 1920s drama. A book stack of farming books, pool balls. There should be, yep, 15, well, 16 including the cue ball. Exercise mats. There's a lot of cool stuff. Casino tables. Like, there's so many cool things in this game. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it might have been electronic equipment, entertainment, gaming. Yep. So we've got a few different game machines. Like this one's like a whack-a-mole, except I think it's corn instead of mole. Yeah, it looks like the word, or no, might be a whack-a-mole. And then some sort of shooter game. Slot machine. Monitors for computers. Beer pong table. I've never actually played beer pong. I don't like beer. I just don't. Never have. Ooh, jukebox. Ooh, that is a nice looking jukebox. Photo booth. Hang on. Yeah, those are from the party pack. Ah, okay. So the party pack added some new games and stuff. That's nice. I think the Cyberpunk pack was the other one that had a like arcade machine. But anyway. You know what? I don't like how closed off that is. And also, which one do I want to get rid of? I think I'll get rid of this one. So to do that, go into our doors. 2-meter high by 2-meter wide. We'll just grab, oops, these are not sorted by price. There we go. Just grab the cheapest ones. A random color. And then sell it at a loss, of course. But there we go. That. Oh, okay. It's just like that. I was like, I don't remember there being a secret room there. There is not a secret room there. It is just an ordinary room. Itchy. And I haven't really been like super near my cat in the last hour or so, so I don't think it's cat fluff up my nose right now. The joys of having a fluffy companion. She's not even like super fluffy, she's just. Oh, I did miss a thing. Okay. Let's see. Did I seriously miss a spot there? Okay. There we go. And I think I want to. There we go. I got rid of all that. Now, let's see. Don't actually like that door. And well, and it doesn't work for what I want. I want a sliding door there. Ah, here we go. This one. This one's my favorite for the sliding doors. I don't know. It just looks so elegant in a way. What? Can I place it from outside? The heck? Oh, is that seriously one too narrow? Okay, well, that was in my most recent anyway, so let's go back to doors. Might be a 1.5. Nope. It's definitely too wide. The heck? That's weird. Okay, let's see if this one will fit. Okay, it fits. So, apparently the only way I can place a new door that isn't one that I dislike. There we go. And it's not that I dislike that other one, it's just that this one is my preference. Oh, did that get rid of some of the, huh? Well, I'll just sell the rest of these then. Kind of want to do stone there anyway, rather than wood. This area I'm gonna actually kind of leave alone. I don't hate these lights, but I don't love them either. Okay, let's get the outside of the house cleaned up. I've been thinking about playing The Sims again, but I don't know. I don't know which one I'd want to play. Because the one that I was most into was Sims 3. Ugh. I have every DLC for Sims 3. And I've heard there's a lot of really, really bad glitches in Sims 4 right now. And I don't know if I have the mental mental energy capacity to be dealing with. Speed that up. To be dealing with like severe lag or oh yeah, I am so excited for the Pets DLC for House Flipper 2 as well. Once that comes out, I am so grabbing it because nothing like having a digital representation of my beloved kitty cats, especially the ones that are no longer with us. My mom and I had 3 cats pass away all in one year back in 2023. It was not a fun time. But yeah, I love making digital versions of my pets because ooh, is your username for your YouTube channel the same as your Twitch username? Okay, I'll definitely have to take a look at that. I love seeing other people's designs and whatnot. Just it's a great way to find inspiration because sometimes there's just like some sort of block mentally and you just can't come up with anything good, and then you look at someone else's stuff. Oh, don't get me started on Stardew. I have I have a YouTube channel as well where I post the VODs of my streams, and I have a couple of series on there of me playing Stardew, and my one of my more recent ones is me and my mom playing multiplayer. It was her first time playing Stardew. Um but then she had back surgery, so she hasn't been able to sit at her desk for long periods of time for a while. But she's recovering well, at least. It was a minimally invasive surgery. Um, nice. Um, I play Stardew with a lot of mods. um, my favorite mods right now are by Bogwitch. Their mods, I'm not sure of their gender, so I generally use gender neutral pronouns. But I love Bogwitch's mods. If you ever get a chance to look for their stuff on Nexus, just type Bog in like the title search, cuz oh, I haven't played Expanded in a while. I have a tendency to put like every expansion mod in the game all at once if I do that. And then my game takes like half an hour to load. And then I kind of rage quit. The only other game I really rage quit is probably Skyrim. And that's usually my own fault anyway. Okay, I really need to see if I can. Okay, I've got gardening upgrades. I'll upgrade the axe. How much more do I need to clean? Oof, I need to clean 50 more. Oh, I know. That's what I did over here. I just, what was irritating is I couldn't put this door in without sealing it off and then being able to put it in again. For some reason, this door did not fit, even though it's the right size for the hole that was there. And that I've done this house before in a different save that I can't really use anymore because I deleted all my I deleted all my custom content because it was severely lagging the game. I had 9,000 pieces of CC in this game, and yeah. It was like it was like the Sims all over again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, definitely gonna change out the windows too. I like the windows that open. So we go for the Kevin windows because those are my favorite ones. Okay. And it did the thing where it does that. I'm going to just grab these so that they're in my recently viewed so that I don't have to keep going back and forth and back and forth. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to just tab out. And then sell that. What I Yeah, I don't have I don't have any CC that I've made, at least not for House Flipper. I have some Stardew Valley CC that I've made, or like I have a completely custom item. I made a I made a plate of deviled eggs that can be cooked and eaten or just bought from Gus's saloon. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I used to have 9,000 pieces of CC downloaded in this game. I just um I'm going to go back through and find just a few things later. And I like there's some stuff that I do want to put back in, but I would have had to scroll through everything in what I had downloaded, so I just deleted it all and I I'll 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 go back and get myself a much more reasonable amount. I kind of overdo it. But yeah, I do have a Nexus mod page where I've got a couple of mods that I made myself, as well as the reshade that I use when I'm playing Stardew. I have issues with certain like color palettes sometimes, and Stardew tends to be a little too bright for me. So I have a it started from there's a vintage reshade that I found that I somewhat like, which works great for some of the other games I play, but it doesn't work enough for Stardew, so I have it um I have my I have a version where I modified the color of it to be a little more purple, and it tones everything down just right for my sensory issues. Mm, I wanted to check something. One of the things I've never fully understood is the uh have you ever noticed in House Flipper some of the walls won't let you put a double window, but it'll let you put two single windows smushed next to each other to create a double window effect? because I don't understand why it does that for some of the walls. And I think there's a wall in this house that does that. I just don't remember which one. Ooh, new skill point in demolition. Nice. Let's see. Let's upgrade muscle strength. Oh, great. And that closed. Yep. That closed it out. I want. There we go. And aha, I did miss some outlets. I mean, I probably would have ended up finding them when I paint later, but... Right? Yeah, no, like, I love this game so much. And I actually was hesitant to get House Flipper 2 originally because I wasn't sure if I would like the UI. Because from what I'd seen of it, I was, like, kind of iffy on it, but then I started playing it and realized that it had the level of customization that it does. I got it when it was on sale a while ago now. But yeah, I definitely love the fact that you can change the color of practically every part of an item in House Flipper 2. So that's definitely one of my favorite things about that one. Aha, I knew I missed a spider web somewhere. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I got into House Flipper from watching the same person that I watched play Stardew Valley the first time I ever found out about Stardew Valley, and ended up getting that too because of Lil Simsy. I I haven't watched any of her most of her recent content. I just haven't been into Sims content lately, and that's mostly what she does. I mean, she does have her Stardew content and the only game that she plays that I really am not even remotely interested in is Animal Crossing. I've never been interested in Animal Crossing. Is that evenly spaced? Yeah, I don't know. I just dang it, that does not look centered. This one's closer to the corner than that one is. I think I'm gonna have to shift. Okay. I had a feeling that one was off slightly. Okay, let's grab the window again. I think my, like, it's not really, I wouldn't call it an obsession, but my preference for having windows somewhat evenly spaced, I think, is rooted in all my Sims building that I've done over the last, like, couple decades. I think the first time I played Sims was The Sims 1 back when I was like 8. So that would have been, let's see, 2000. Let's see, I turned 7 in 2000. So that would have been like, yeah, like I think yeah, I'm not OCD. I think it might be an autism thing, but I'm not sure. Cuz like most of my more autistic behaviors are other other stuff really. I think this wall is one of the ones that doesn't let me do a double window, but it lets me do two individual windows. I think. Yep. But if I center 2 of these. It lets me do it. So I have no idea what causes that. Because I don't think there's a gutter on that side. Because that's... Okay, that's that side of the house. Nope. Other side. Or is it the front? Nope. I get turned around easily. My sense of direction is not the greatest. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there that should be blocking it. Helps that I put in dark framed windows instead of light framed windows, so it's easy to tell which ones they are, but I don't see anything up there. And if it was the roof, you wouldn't be able to put any windows. Right? Okay, let's grab a scaffold as well, so that I don't forget that I need it. So I need to get up onto those roofing bits to ladders and scaffolding. I should only need this one. Okay, I'm not doing any of the stuff from the exterior just yet. I just wanted to get that out of the way. But yeah, there's nothing on that roof out there that... And I think it does it in this room too if I try to put the double window in. It's just this wall specifically. Yeah, so it's the wall. That is just weird. Because yeah, if there was something... Yeah, I haven't done any of the farm jobs yet, so I don't have the grapple right now. I just started this save not too long ago. I just wanted to at least get it started so that I could do these videos or these this house, and then next week I'm going to do the a room 404, I think it's called, the one that's the based on Silent Hill, the room. Because yeah, I've got a whole little schedule that I made up for what I'm gonna play this month, because I want to do some of my more spooky games this month. Some of them I haven't streamed before. Some of them are games that I've completely beaten and gotten all the achievements, but I like them, so I want to play them again. There we go. Oops. Do not want to go down the stairs. I already replaced the downstairs windows. I think I'm gonna open this up too. My favorite house is actually this one. The one that I'm working on right now is I've used this one as my office multiple times. I don't know what it is I like so much about it though. Though it is kind of funny, I don't understand why I mean, obviously right now my sound isn't working. I don't know what's going on with it. But after I'm done streaming, I'll restart my computer and then load in in the morning and see if it's... Okay. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, everyone's got their personal preferences for stuff just in general. I think this wall's in... Is this the same wall? Nope, it's a different wall. But I think this wall doesn't like the double window either. I don't know why some of the walls just... Oh no, this wall, like... This wall is fine with double window, okay. But, yeah, this wall doesn't. You know something I just realized? It's the front wall and the back wall that don't like the double window. That is weird. Like, the side walls are fine. Yeah, that's not going to be centered. Okay. Yeah. Okay, just had to make sure that that was still... Ah, shit. That's not going to work right. That's not going to look right. I'm going to need these. I'm not as picky about, like, the, symmetry on the exterior as I am on the symmetry in the interior, because I'd rather not have weird windows inside of a room. Probably will just turn this house into my office again. Though I do like how my... Let's see, that's what... 1, 2 away from the wall. I mean, I do like how I decorated the base game, like the starter office, but not putting a window in there. That space is for something else. There we go. But yeah, like the number of times I've turned this, and I think I've turned this house into my office 3 times before this playthrough. But yeah, for some reason the ups... I think that is a Pets DLC house. But yeah, it's the upstairs on the front and the back of this house that don't like the double windows, which is really weird considering the fact that 2 of the windows I deleted that I sold before replacing them were double windows and they were on that wall. So that's just bizarre. Especially since they were the same size. So I really don't know what's going on there. Okay. Not the biggest fan of that front door. Let's find a nicer one. 2, 1 by 2. Where is it? There's, see, black wood. And yeah, the gold looks a little tacky to me. You know, that's a good idea. Let's try a different window and see what happens. Just sell these 2. We'll start at this wall just because why not? So let's see. Windows. Maybe it just doesn't like the ones that open. Ah, crap. I forgot what the size on that one is. Okay. They're too wide, so that's what I needed. Okay, so windows. So let's just find another 2 wide. Which would be a 200 centimeter wide. Nope, doesn't like that one either, and that one's the same size. Okay. Unless it was a shorter window. Are there any... I don't know which windows it used originally. Because some of the windows... Maybe. I'm gonna see what happens if I try a significantly shorter window. Okay, let's... Just gonna type in 200 because that'll at least help. Some of the windows are... Actually... Adding an X might help. Because I know that the ones that I am using... That's 200 tall. I want 200 wide. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's any without a sill. Because the ones... I don't remember if the ones that were here originally had a sill. Because I don't know which ones they were. Oh, this one? Or... Oh, one of the Gerada windows? This one? Oh, it does have a sill, though. Yeah, doesn't work. Yeah, I think I'll just experiment with windows at some point. Because I know it's not just this house. I know I've had other houses where it's like, nope, you can't put a window here, and it's like, why can't I put the window there? Let's see, did I get all the windows replaced on this floor that I wanted to put? Oh, I didn't place a window here. I wanted to put a window here. All right, that's right. I wanted to do these ones. Okay, 1, 2. Boom. And boom. Yeah, it's got to be the wall. But it's just so weird. Like, I don't understand why it's only the front wall and the back wall. All right, and I need to build. Okay, so that should be right. Oops. Now, how wide is that wardrobe door that I wanted to use? The single wardrobe door is 3 wide. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, it's not going to be centered. Never is. And grab that inboard. Okay, perfect. come back to that in a minute. I think I've still got some stuff to clean up around here. Any other spots? It's always so hard to tell what needs to be cleaned in some of these houses because they have really grungy walls. And this one is definitely one of the grungiest. On the plus side, I've already got the walls plastered. Okay, that's fine. Ugh, wood floors in a bathroom. Don't see that very often anymore. You also don't see carpet in a bathroom very often. There was one of the bathrooms at the house that I lived in when I was growing up had carpet in the bathroom. It was really weird. I don't know why my grandparents didn't like remove it earlier in my childhood than they did, because I remember when we did some renovations in the house, we redid the kitchen floor we did tile in the kitchen, tile in the downstairs like the ground floor, first floor bathroom, and then yeah, I don't know what whoever put that carpeting in that bathroom was thinking, but oh my god. Like the fact that it didn't get grosser than it did was kind of a miracle. Just building an encasement around the stairs. Yeah, but apparently carpet in bathrooms was kind of a thing at some point. Because, I mean, why else would someone have done it? Like, unless it was, like, the in style at the time or whatever. It's like, there are definitely things that I'm just like, I'm really glad that they've gone out of style. Right? Yeah, no, like, then there are so many things that it's just like, ew. um, but yeah, my childhood home when I was a kid had carpet in the bathroom for a rather long time. And I don't understand why there's this stupid glitch. Does this like extend out under the yard? Is that what it does? Because that's the only thing I can think of that could be causing the outdoor light glitch to happen. Yes, I'm just doing what I usually do. Building wall till it's not visible anymore. Let's see. Ooh, I can upgrade that. I've built enough pieces of wall for another um perk. I don't think any of the walls down here can be destroyed. No, because they're the double wall. Which means with the lintels, I'm gonna need to double them up so that they don't look weird. Because that looks kind of silly. And that looks more uniform. Okay, now there we go. The light glitch is now hidden. The only annoying thing about this particular basement, though, is that these walls are not able to be even remotely damaged because they're the double thick wall. Can I do anything with this one? Oh, I can destroy this one. So I suppose I could just finish this wall instead and then do something. But then it's gonna turn it into a freaking maze. You know what? I'll come back to that eventually. I am thinking I'm gonna turn this one into my office, because, yeah, might as well. Wait. Ooh, is that a bathtub hookup? Yep, it is. Bathroom fixtures, baths and showers. This one actually reminds me of the one that my grandparents' house had when I was a kid. We had a clawfoot tub. A clawfoot tub on top of carpet. It was, yeah, it was bizarre, to say the least. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite one in this game, though. I mean, it's very, like, classic looking. My one ex's mom's house had clawfoot tubs in both bathrooms. Actually, my grandparents' house had clawfoot tubs in both bathrooms as well, but because of some issues with the plumbing, it wasn't the best idea to be using the upstairs bathroom as like a full bathroom. The tub worked fine, but it knocked a bit, and the toilet would clog easily in that bathroom, which really sucked because that was the bathroom off of my bedroom. And yeah, when I was a kid, I had an ensuite. So that was nice, having my own bathroom and not having to like wander all the way downstairs or all the way across or well, not really all the way across. The upstairs was fairly small, but not having to go all the way downstairs just to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Unfortunately, though, it clogged easily. That was like the main downside to that bathroom. But I didn't really have to share it. So there was that at least. Hmm. I think I want to do this one. I like the wood textures in this game. They're really nice. And I want the pink. Dang it. That one's one of the narrower ones. It's not going to look good in this space unless I... Well, I could always do this one. This one never fits in... I never have a... There's never like a bathroom where this one fits. Unless I do a lot of like wall modifications. There we go. Finally found a bathroom where I can use that one. I do like that tub. But yeah, my favorite tubs are definitely the oh, what was the Lagrono ones. Those are probably my favorite because they just have a kind of sleek look. Actually, shape-wise, they kind of remind me of the bathtub that was in my great grandma's house's bathroom. Um, my great grandma's house wasn't super big. It only had one bathroom. It had two bedrooms, one of which she had set up as more of a like sewing room, but there was a pull-out sofa in there. Then there was the front room, which was kind of a family room, and then there was the back room, which was a very small like living room where the TV was. And then there was the dining room, which was like off both the front room and the kitchen. And then there was a basement, but it wasn't a finished basement. It was just a storage basement, which sometimes flooded. Yeah, when Lake Michigan floods, Sheboygan floods. Yeah, the I don't remember what year it was. I think I was like middle school age. I do remember my grandparents having to um go to my I don't think both of them went. I think my grandpa was already traveling for work, so he ended up going to deal with the flooding at my great grandma's house. But yeah, her bathroom, or well, I don't know if it got deep enough to get into the house, but I know that I do remember that some of them like household machines and stuff, like there was a fridge down there was the washer and dryer, but I think if I remember correctly, it did have to be um they had to like drain it, and I think it did cause severe damage to the like the like washer and dryer and everything. And so yeah, gotta love when stuff like that happens. There we go. You know what, I'm gonna do the two sinks as a double sink situation, because why the heck not? I really do like this Eomi sink. It's cute. Installation, not heating. Wait. Do, 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 do. go. Now, which toilet do I want to do? I think I want to do my usual, which is the memo toilet. It's gold, black, and white. I don't think any of the houses in this game are like close enough in layout for me to really be able to recreate like my great grandma's house or even my childhood home or my dad's house. I barely even remember what my dad's house was really like. I mean, there was the kitchen at the back of the house, the living room at the front. There's a screened in porch that led to the front door, and you entered into like the sort of middle room. Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to like recreate some of the homes and some of the houses from my childhood. I probably will do that in House Flipper 2 at some point. But yeah, like my dad's house was kind of an interesting layout because so the there was the screened in porch, and then you'd enter into what was essentially the middle room of the house, and then the front of the house was the living room. There was a closet off the living room where my dad kept his beer because he kept it in there so that it wouldn't get cold, because then nobody else would want to drink it. Not that anybody else wanted to drink Old Milwaukee. My grandpa always says that that stuff's like drinking river water. Specifically Mississippi River water or Wisconsin River water. The Wisconsin River's not as muddy as the Mississippi. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, could always go down by the levee and see just how the Mississippi is looking this year. Seeing as that the Mississippi is literally just kind of that way from where I live. I just can, if I were to drive down toward downtown and then drive through downtown and then park near the levee park and then just go up the paths, I'd be able to see exactly what the Mississippi River looks like right now. If I want to see what the Wisconsin River looks like right now, I'd have to drive 5 hours away from here. Because my grandparents, and then walk down the hill behind my grandparents' house, and there's the Wisconsin River. Yeah, I've grown up around lakes and rivers my whole life. I don't think I've ever really lived anywhere that wasn't near some large body of water. Which is kind of funny since I can't swim. Let's see. Shoot, I wanted to do the double window here. I knew I missed a window. Never mind. I don't want to do the double window. Why do I always do that? I hit I keep hitting escape instead of tab to open the um um tablet. Upgrade that. I really should have upgraded the mini map, but whatever. I'm not that like okay, there we go. That looks better. No, actually, Scorpio as my tattoo kind of gives. My mom paid for this as a birthday present for me last year. This is actually my fourth tattoo. I've got one on my shoulders that I got when I was 19. I've got this one, which is my mom's a Libra too. Her birthday's week after next. um and then my mom's birthday is 2 weeks before Halloween, and mine is 2 weeks after Halloween. Exactly 2 weeks on both sides. Which is kind of fun. Yeah, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. Has been since I was a kid. But yeah, I've got four tattoos. I've got one, yeah, the one on my shoulders that I got when I was 19. The anti-possession sigil from Supernatural that I got when I was 24, I think. Then the Boondock Saints Veritas tattoo that I got when I was, see, I got that one in 2018. So I would have been, okay, I'm turning 32 this year. My brain does not want to do math. Let's see. So 7 years ago. So yeah, I would have been 25 when I got the one on my hand. And then my scorpion I just got last year. First round of ink was day before Halloween, and then the second round was, I think, right before or right after my birthday. So yeah, 30, 31 for how old I was when I got the scorpion. It's funny, people always like guess me as significantly younger than I actually am. Like most people when they guess my age guess me at early 20s, and it's like, yeah, no, that was a decade ago. I haven't been 20 years old since 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. But yeah, like I like that there's a variety of like those like game machines and stuff now in the game, cuz I have the party pack. So there's, do you have the party DLC for House Flipper? Because there's like this beer pong table, which I've, yeah, same. But yeah, no, it's like I this is a game I would never play in real life because I don't like beer. Never have. I think it's because my dad drank so much of it when I was a kid that it just kind of put me off it, because my dad was an alcoholic. Not abusive alcoholic or violent alcoholic, just he had his issues. He passed away in 2018. Heart attack. He was 57. So, yeah, no, my dad was like, I was basically my dad's pride and joy. Anytime I had any sort of academic achievements or concerts or anything, yeah, like anytime I had concerts, academic achievements, anything like that, he would brag to all of his friends and everyone at the bar about how smart his kid was. And yeah, but yeah, he never went to the doctor for anything. He just didn't. I don't know what it was that he hated, why he refused to go to the doctor, but in the end, it didn't do him any favors. Okay, let's see. Definitely need to decide if, since I decided I'm gonna do this house as mine, I know my color palette already. Yeah, but if you don't have any, like, major health issues, not going to the doctor very often isn't that big of a deal. Like, but my dad was a heavy smoker and a heavy drinker. He smoked at least a pack of cigarettes a day and drank at least a 6-pack or more a day. So he was not making healthy choices. Oh, yeah, no, screening is incredibly important. There's a history of like breast cancer in my family, so I get my mammogram every year. And I make sure that like I get my mammograms, I get my pap smears, I get all that stuff done. I don't I I definitely do. Yeah, I just try to cover all bases because like I said, history of cancer in the family, I just see it as better safe than sorry. Get everything checked when I go in. Let's see. Paint. Walls. Paint. Gradient set. Nope, wrong set. It's in the regular ones. Oh, yeah. And I always get. That reminds me, I need to get my flu shot. Otherwise, I end up with the flu. Every time I don't get a flu shot, I get the flu. I'll just get 3 big cans to start. I should probably put lights in. I always do that. I always put off putting the lights in, and then I end up in the dark. And what's really weird though is I think my mom, the only time she ever has that she remembers getting the flu was the year that she actually got a flu shot. Ooh, this chandelier looks pretty similar to one that's in the game Plant Therapy. Um, Plant Therapy is one of my other favorite games right now. It's not really much for streaming though. It's just a really, really relaxed game. The base game's free and okay, where the heck is the oh, there it is. This chandelier. Yeah, I'll go black. But yeah, Plant Therapy is definitely one of my favorite games right now. There are some paid DLCs for it, but they're not super expensive. They're like under $10 each. I just got the most recently released one a couple days ago. Cute. Yeah. I think I'll do just one in there for now and move it around and see if it needs to be. Okay, now let's see. Light switches. I want. I don't really like the way these look. I've used. I don't think the steps in this house are editable. I know some of the ones can be edited, but I don't think the ones in this house can. You know, I think I want to use this, like, vintage looking one. I'll check in a minute. Nope. Oh, that's perfect. Going for a kind of yeah, witchy is kind of one of my things. Actually. Oops. He's stuck. Come on. There we go. Got this at Dollar Tree. It's a purple decorative skull. And I accidentally took a bunch of screenshots because Yorick was stuck. I named him Yorick after this character whose skull Hamlet holds up in Hamlet. I'm a bit of a theater nerd especially when it comes to Shakespeare and musicals. I also have this little spider that I haven't decided what to name yet. But I could hang this one up if I wanted to. It's one of those cheap Dollar Tree decorative thingies made of tinsel. Um, yeah, I haven't decided I want to name the spider yet. I have a bunch of different things on my desk. I've got a... Oops. Apparently that was caught on my mouse cord. Maybe. Let's have this oversized D&D figurine. I think this would be classified as a giant creature because it's dragon reading a book. I haven't gotten around to painting that yet. Oh, cool. Oops, I didn't put any lights in this room. I knew I forgot some rooms. Okay, let's see. Edit, stairs, house, flipper. Okay, so yeah, I think that it can only be done after doing certain um if it can be done with this one, I think it can only be done after doing certain um either luxury DLC or pets DLC. I don't remember which one initially added the change style option. Yeah, and I know it doesn't work on every um set of stairs in the game, but I don't remember if the ones in this, I don't remember if the ones in this build are part of that or not. Yeah, let's see. Put one there, put one there. And we'll put one there. And then there. One here. Just to get all of the light switches out of the way. Yeah, I know. I just like having light switches so that it just looks, it's more of an aesthetic thing. I just like to put them where I would reasonably see them, like in a house. And I missed some. I missed putting some in these rooms. Put one over here. And over here. I think I only want one because it doesn't need to be super. Oh, yeah, no, I have that, I have the, whoops, wrong button. That I actually, this time I actually want to hit escape. Yeah, no, where is it? Because the game does get really laggy on my computer. Oh, yeah, the eco lighting system. I just have the basic setting turned on, not the full one. Because the full one is the one that makes the rooms go completely dark. Or or no, the full one is the one that makes the windows look stupid from a distance. But yeah, I have that setting on because my computer likes to be stupid half the time. Did I seriously forget to put a light switch in the bathroom? Wow. Not the first time I've done that either. It's pretty much always the bathroom that I forget. Okay. Now I can start painting without... I don't think I upgraded this to be able to paint more than one section of wall at a time. Yet. What does House Flipper on console look like? I've never... I don't know if I think I might have seen some screenshots of it, but I've never... I don't... I've never played it on console. I've only ever played on PC. Like, ever? Like, you can't see out the windows ever on console? Ew, that sounds terrible. That's a definite nope from me. Well, I mean, it makes sense, but it's still sounds does not sound like it looks good at all. Oh, right. I meant to click that button. There we go. Now to put my laptop on the windowsill for now. Yeah, um, yeah, my computer may get a bit laggy at times, but at least I can handle the window thing. I just have the lighting set that way just to help reduce lag, and I also have my graphics turned a bit down cuz my it makes the computer go brrr really loud, and I don't like it. It makes me like worried that I'm going to overheat the computer because my computer does heat up pretty quickly. That's why I've got a small fan behind my monitors pointed at my tower so that it's getting a little extra airflow at all times. Oops. I'll have to fix that with because I'm going to do the inside of the casements with a darker shade. Yeah, if my sound was actually working, um, there's a weird thing that happens with this particular house. I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's supposed to do it, but essentially the spooky music that plays while the house is haunted, like during the haunted version of the house, continues to play even after you've unhaunted the house. Which is kind of weird. Like you'd expect it to go away. And I don't know if the spooky music if there's spooky music that continues with the other haunted property. Yeah, but the castle isn't technically a haunted property, so that one it's just an aesthetic thing. I'm not sure about this one though, because I know this one it's supposed to be the spooky music, and then you unhaunt the place, and I'm not sure if the music is supposed. Yeah, I mean I don't mind spooky music personally. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to start playing my like um spooky music playlist soon. Just probably not while I'm streaming though, because it's copyrighted music, and I don't want to get a copyright strike for that. It's just a bunch of like music from horror movies and stuff. There's some really good like horror movie soundtracks. Some aren't the greatest. Some movies just have terrible music in general though. And other movies it's like it's not necessarily bad music, but it's like who was in charge of the music for this movie because it doesn't really fit the scene. there's there's this there's this really old eh, it's an action movie. It's um starred Peter Graves, and it's got two different titles. It's some one title is Missile X, the neutron bomb incident, and the other is the Tehran incident. So and the music, just some of the music doesn't make sense for the scenes that it's playing in. Like, who was in charge of this? Or they like put a song in and it's like, was this supposed to make this really boring scene better? Because it's not much better. So yeah, it's just like I love watching old, really bad movies though. I watch a lot of riff tracks and MST3K. Cause yeah, there's some interesting choices in music in some of those movies, and there's well, just interesting choices in general in some of those movies. Like who approved some of the things in those old movies? Like I know Bela Lugosi was probably only in Plan 9 from Outer Space because of the fact that Ed Wood was his agent and manager, and yeah, I know how the scaffolding works. Yeesh. Is there a way to disable the tutorials? Ah, there it is. That's probably the one. I when when did Shadowfang like come out for WoW? Because I haven't played WoW since 2014, 2015. And even then, I barely played. Oh, okay. Yeah. Was it like, was it pretty like late game or like, did you have to be high level for that particular dungeon or? Yeah, I don't remember what level I was the last time like when I actually was playing. Because, like I said, it was like a freaking decade ago. And I only really got into it because the guy I was dating at the time was into it and we played together, so. Oops. Not trying to go down the stairs, trying to paint the wall. Probably should just bring the paint up. Yeah, I never know how much paint I'm gonna actually need. I'm probably gonna use one of those buckets in the like basement. I think the only thing that's annoying about posting my VODs to YouTube is that um the the chat, the Twitch chat doesn't get copied over with the video, so I'm gonna do a darker color in there. Gonna do tile in both bathrooms. Let's see. I turn this into the bedroom. Haven't decided yet. I know I've used this room as a bedroom. And I usually use this room as like an actual well, no, because my the description on my YouTube when I export it to YouTube, it contains the Twitch link that it was and um little thing about it being streamed live on Twitch. Um but half the time when I'm streaming, I feel like I am talking to myself. I don't usually have a lot of people watching at any given time. Oh yeah, no, I talk to myself all the time. I also talk to my cat a lot. Although usually that's just me meowing at her to see how she reacts to me meowing at her. Yeah, I have a cat. I don't know where she is right now. She might be in my mom's room. She is a little black cat. She's a little bit pudgy. Her name's Precious. And not because it's a cute name. It I named her that because it's a Lord of the Rings reference to the whole my precious thing that Gollum does. And she's not she doesn't like to be held very much, but um she will like lay next to someone if she wants to be like petted and have her belly rubbed. Like I swear she is one of the oddest cats I have ever had in my life. Like most cats that I've had, if you try to rub their belly, they'll do that whole grabbing your arm thing that they do. She just flops over onto her side like it's the greatest thing in the world. Like she just loves belly rubs. Okay, that one's empty. Oop. Okay, let's see if there's any spots where I'm gonna be putting doors in those, so it doesn't really matter that they're not gonna be the darker purple that I want to do on the window casings and this door frame. But I am gonna grab some paint from this can. I honestly forgot what I have playing on my TV, so I just looked over at my TV and I'm like, oh right, I've got Looney Tunes on. Oh yeah, yeah, Precious like adores her belly rubs. It's really cute. She also she's also really funny when she gets the zoomies because when she has the zoomies, she'll sometimes attack her tail. Like I'm just like she'll literally chase her tail and I'm like so confused sometimes like what are you doing, you crazy cat? Like yeah, I know. It's one of the craziest things she does is that. And she also like tries to jump up the walls. And we have laminate floors in our this apartment has laminate floors. So if she's running around, she will skitter across the floor. Like she will and sometimes she'll even slide a little bit. She's a she's a very Yeah, she's a she's a goof. Now if she would just stop scratching at my mom's humidifier. I don't know what about it offends her or what, but she keeps like attacking the humidifier. She has she has the scratching post, she has those scratching pads, she's got boxes upon boxes. Yeah, she's got all sorts of things that she can play with and scratch at, and she chooses my mom's dresser or the humidifier. And then other times she'll sit in my mom's shower and just meow. The so you know how a humidifier has like that vent part at the bottom? She scratches at that. I don't know what it is about it that she likes to scratch, but it's plastic. And it's that like vent part near the bottom. I don't know. She's a she's an oddball. But yeah, she'll also just sit in my mom's shower and just meow. Or she'll paw at the shower wall while meowing. Yeah, she's an odd little kitty. Oh, right. Mirror. I was like I knew there was something I was gonna grab, but I was like, what was I gonna grab? I don't really know how I feel about these like smiley face mirrors. Oh my god, she does that too. She tries to eat plastic bags. She yeah, like I don't I have to tell her, no, precious, plastic is not food. You do not need to eat that. It probably just sounds or feels weird. The blue ones, like, huh? Yeah, for Precious, it doesn't seem to matter. It can be Quick Trip bags or Walmart bags or Dollar Tree bags. She'll try to eat all of them. There we go. Discovered this mirror earlier today, and I was just like, "Ooh, I like it." Well, technically, yesterday. It's well after midnight. Oh shit! It's almost 4 a.m. I have to feed. I have to feed the cat. Right? I just have to do the walls, obviously. I mean, these look terrible. And and also wood floors in a bathroom. Not a good idea. Yeah, I know. This is like my favorite one right now. Yeah, this isn't really my favorite tub. My favorite tubs are the ones with the claw feet, and that's just because of like childhood memories of soaking in a clawfoot tub. What was I looking for? Flooring. This one is my favorite bath flooring to use in a bathroom in this game. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. So I'm gonna use it in both bathrooms. Yeah, these are just so fun. Yeah, I start by ascending because sometimes I'm trying to do something with like the cheapest stuff, and sometimes I'll switch it if I'm trying to do stuff with the most expensive stuff. But yeah, let's see, walls, tiles. No, I'm not in the mood for those. Well, oh, which buyer is it? Chang Choi, for the most part, prefers the cheapest of like everything. except for like the dusk and here we go. I wanted the Gazette purple. And I want to do them in the dark shade for the bathroom. Grab 3. So I find that if I... Yeah, and green. Which, interestingly, is my mom's favorite color. If you can't tell, purple is mine. Even if I am wearing my Green Lantern one of my Green Lantern shirts today. Yeah, I like um like galaxy colors, so like purple, pink, and blue is my favorite, is one of my all-time favorite color combinations. Which is funny because when I was a kid, I couldn't stand the color pink. Oops. Yeah. And um my profile pic is a picture that my friend Oliver drew for me years ago. Um I've been using it for years at this point. But yeah, he drew it for me. I don't even remember how long ago now. But yeah, gave me permission like right away to that I could use it for whatever. I asked first, of course. Cool. Yeah, basically the it's probably not the easiest to tell just by looking, but my profile pic is basically like a kind of like childish person dressed in like a jester costume holding a stuffed bunny. Yeah. It's yeah, like I said, it's what I've been using as my profile pic for pretty much everything for I don't even, like I said, I don't even know how long it's been at this point. Oh, looks like I had one extra tile. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's right. These ones are shiny. Yeah. Yeah, and I love don't get me wrong, I love my cat, but my favorite animal is a rabbit. I like rabbits. They're so cute. I had a rabbit when I was a kid, but it died. And then I had a second rabbit, and it died. I think the first one was my dad's fault, technically. The second one was, it had the second one had health issues. I'd almost never use the shade of violet in this game, like this particular violet, because it's a little too red for me. No. Yeah, it's I'm leaned forward a bit, but have I customized my headset with some homemade purple bunny ears and some ribbons. Yeah, it was well, I didn't want to spend ridiculous amounts of money on a like one of those pre-built headsets with the ears on them. Those things are so expensive. I can get fabric and the wire inside the ears is from an old rabbit ear headband that I had. But yeah, I can get fabric from Walmart for really cheap. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't, yeah, I, because, well, and I think that's because they're just plastic. I mean, yeah, I have these safety pinned to the back of the top of my headset, but it's one of those ones with like a cushioning kind of thing. So it's not like it's gonna stab me in the head or anything. Could have sworn some of these had the option for the white on top, and then or do none of the purple ones actually have that? I don't. Maybe none of the purple ones have that. Thanks. Yeah, kind of a like the older style tiles where it looks like ah yeah, there's not really any purple options. I mean, I suppose I could just do something else. Oh, why did I click garden? That one doesn't have any tiles. Oh, okay, the violet bubbles one does. I think I'll go with silver glacier. Let's grab 4. Well, this is going in the kitchen, but yeah, it'll match the bathroom flooring. A little bit of cohesiveness. Oh, I think an eyelash fell in my eye. Gotta love it when the last line of defense is prevent stuff from getting in your eye. Did I seriously do that again? Keep doing that. Meant to let's see. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Because I want to do so that it wraps around. Wait, which chair? Is it like one of the, like, is it in the kids' furniture? Under kids' furniture, okay. In the chairs. It's from the Pets DLC? Or no? Oh, this one? You can sleep in this chair? What the heck? Okay, I need to see that for myself. What the hell? That is so weird. Oh my god. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my god. I need a screenshot of that. Okay, that's funny too, but at least that makes sense. I mean, cribs are for that's what cribs are for. Cribs are for sleeping in. I mean, yeah, they're for babies to sleep in or toddlers, depending on how big your toddler is and how quickly they've outgrown their crib. Um, but oh my god, you can like I could understand an easy chair type chair, like an armchair recliner type chair. But a little kid's chair? What the fuck? Okay, let's see. I think I want to use this one. Grab a medium can. Right? Yeah, no, if I'm ever doing like a build where I want to do like a crazy low budget, that could come in handy. At least for while I'm working on the build. Because sometimes you just don't want to be working when it's dark out. Because the flashlight is a little much when shining it off of things that are already shiny, like the geyser tiles, for example. Those are bright. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with like little like life hacks, game hacks like that. But still, it's so weird that it's on that little kid's chair. It's like it's not even a like recliner or anything like that. It's just a little dinky kid's chair like what you'd see at like tables in a kindergarten classroom size. Like that's the size it is. It's like the size of those chairs from like back in kindergarten. Oops. Damn it. Hate when I do that. Well, I mean, I could always just make the wall striped, but I don't want to make that wall striped. I don't think I want to do stripes on any of the walls in this build. Oh, this is gonna look... she's not... She's probably sleeping at the cat's probably sleeping at the moment. She'll start, like, yelling when she realizes I haven't fed her yet. But I just want to finish these window casings and one other space. And then I'm gonna log off for the night. Because I gotta go grocery shopping at 12:30 in the afternoon. And I know that seems oddly specific, but I have a worker that helps me with my shopping and stuff, so I have to I always have everything like that is on schedules. Cause yeah. Yeah, I think one of the only things in my room that's actually green, back on the topic of like um yeah, my shopping should go well. It's just regular weekly shopping, just groceries and cleaning stuff. But I know we were talking about like favorite colors and stuff, and how I said that green's not really my favorite color, but there is one thing on my bedroom wall that is green and will always be something green, my Slytherin banner. Because I am a consummate Slytherin personality wise. Obviously, not in the like stupid ways that the Slytherins are in the books. Like, it's so stupid that the only Slytherins that you ever meet in any of the Harry Potter books are all bigoted assholes. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna finish all these window casings and then... Right? Yeah, unfortunately that won't be for a couple weeks yet. It's like, I'm just like, I was just saying earlier today, it's like, why can't the Scooby-Doo content be out now? It's fine. I've definitely seen and done worse typos than that. Like, the number of times that I've, like, posted a comment on, like, a Reddit post or something, and, like the Stardew Valley subreddit, for example. And then after posting it, I'm like, wait, did I seriously just misspell that of all things? Like, I'll misspell, like, the simplest words because... Right? Same. The number of times I've had to edit, like, just simple words, like, because I... My my fingers aren't exactly the narrowest, so I end up tapping the wrong letter because they're right next to each other. Most of my typos are thankfully just letters that are next to each other that are, rather than this one time my mom's autocorrect. I don't even remember what she was trying to type. Like, she was trying to type, oh, I wish I could remember what she was trying to type, but she was trying to type something, just something normal, just a regular everyday average sentence or word or whatever, and her autocorrect changed it to a bunch of nonsense, just random letters that made no sense. It was so weird. She still can't she still to this day has no idea what happened there. Maybe. I don't know. Go. Now I just need dark flooring for this space. Why do I always keep looking there when I want flooring? Just want these. This will work. There we go. Oh, did they? Yeah, because it wasn't alphabetized before. I don't think it was actually alphabetized before. I think it was just. I don't remember it actually being actively alphabetized on the menu. Okay, I need a chair. I think we'll go with this one. Black wood. Oops, why am I doing that? There we go. And a mirror. I like this one for this type of room. Does this one not fit? Dang it. I like that mirror too. Another one that's kind of like old-fashioned looking. Oh, you spelled it right. Yeah, I like to, or no, it's EUM, not IUM. But other than that, you spelled it right. Well, psychomantiums date back to the Victorian era during the spiritualism movement, where people were obsessed with potentially contacting the dead. Now, obviously, I wouldn't consider that the safest way to go about contacting spirits, and I definitely wouldn't recommend a Ouija board. I prefer to use more scientific methods rather than the spiritualism. Yeah, exactly. It's a form of scrying. And I'm not the biggest fan of scrying because it can be on the more dangerous side. I prefer to use the more scientific methods of like trying to contact spirits and ghost hunting. I prefer to use cameras, EMF, voice record, um, voice recorders. I mean, I do tarot, but I mostly when I do tarot, it's mostly for like giving myself some sort of prediction, or I'll cast runes for predictions. Speaking of which, where the heck did my runes go? Oh, great. I misplaced my rune stones. My mom got me a set of amethyst rune stones a while back. Nope, not on my desk. the fact that I just lifted my Hawkeye bobblehead by his head just to check behind him. I've got some superhero bobbleheads. They're the Funko Pop ones. I've got those on my desk. Got Hawkeye. Um, well, yeah, I mean, I've got a decent little collection of equipment for that. Um I've got a couple of different EMF meters. I've got a digital video camera that has night vision. Got a thermal imager that unfortunately can't record video, but it can at least take pictures. Um, and if I need to, I can always just point my camera at the um I can always point the video camera at the thermal imager. Let's see, I wanted a shelf. Those are in. I think there's some in the. Yep, here we go. Oh yeah, no, I've definitely seen things I can't explain. Um good example is in an apartment I lived in a long time, about 10 years ago now, was one of the apartments in a building where my mom had a separate apartment. Um oh no, I don't want the deep wooden shelf. I want where's the shallow one? There it is. Um but basically what happened is I was sitting on my bed and my oops, that's too long. I had I just gotten home from work, not super no, um not super long before this. I'd set a bag of some stuff that I'd bought before leaving work because I worked at Walmart at the time. Um and I nope, that was what the heck? Where's the is there a 75 or is there only a 50? Um I'll grab the 25 and get a few of them. Anyway, so I was, sitting on my bed, just, I don't even remember what I was doing. I wasn't messing around on my phone because um, I didn't have a smartphone at the time. I only had a flip phone. And basically what ended up happening is, so I'd set the stuff from my bag onto my bed, and it was a twin size bed, which actually my current mattress is as well. But basically, I had set I think I'd gotten some shampoo and conditioner because I was out or whatever. I'd set them in the middle of the mattress next to me. And so I'm doing some stuff on I think I was messing with something on my Kindle at the time. And all of a sudden, one of the bottles just slid slid off my bed like that and just flopped onto the floor for no apparent reason. Probably probably a ghost cat. Because it was very cat-like behavior, like a cat, like when a cat's trying to get your attention and they knock something over. It was very much like it was probably Fuzzy, one of my mom's previous cats. Um he'd been he'd been dead for a while at that point. So I think he might have like followed me or something, but yeah, the it was very cat-like behavior. Let's see. Ah, yep, there are some candles. That's right. One. I don't want anything super fancy. I think I want this one. We'll get it in the black. There. I think that works. Nice and creepy. I'm just trying to decide if I want to put anything in the middle. Is there any, like, anything in, maybe in hobbies? Maybe. Let's see. Ooh. Well, that's creepy looking. That's a little realistic. Oh, it's huge. Never mind. And that's basically like more sugar skull style skull. And the rest are all animal skulls. Let's see, is there any like yeah. I wish they had a way to sort by like theme. Like spooky stuff or like obviously the sauna stuff is, and then like the signs and whatnot. These are fun. Like these little neon toilet. That's right. Thank you. Ooh, cute little witch lantern. Definitely gonna have to put some of those up. But some of these are really hyper realistic. Emergency equipment. I think that's supposed to be modeled after Negan's bat from Walking Dead. At least they made the cursed doll look like what the actual Annabelle doll looks like. And that's kind of almost Pennywise-ish. How big is this candlestick? Oh, that is massive. Why are these things so huge? It's like Sims 4 furniture. Well, at least that's reasonable size. Mistletoe. I've got some ideas of houses that I want to like stream on in December. Like the one that's supposed to be the Home Alone house. And then there's a couple of the other winter ones. So, we got some ideas for stuff. Let's see. Maybe something in decorations? That is a weird looking tissue box. And so's that one. Yeah. I do like this particular decorative plate. Well, all the Van Gogh ones. Reminds me. Starting. No, nothing that's explicitly marked as like a Monet. There was a Monet, a traveling Monet exhibit that was hosted in the art museum um here in town back when I was like 12 or 13, I think. It was actually not super long after the art museum opened. And then there was the time that they had the traveling Titanic exhibit. But yeah, I'm not finding. You know what? I'll just put the cursed doll in here and put it on the floor. There. Yeah. Open the door from this way. Look in. Don't see anything, and then boom, cursed doll. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do for right now. I just figured. Yeah, I just didn't want to put a regular light in here, you know? And then hide it behind essentially a closet door. I don't really like the other thinner doors because most of them just open like the regular doors. This one at least opens only one way and not both ways like all the other doors in this game. Because it's like, what even are the hinges on the doors in this game? I open it that way, and then it opens that way. But the hinges are visible here, so why is it opening that way as well as the other? It makes zero sense. I haven't decided which interior doors I want to go with in this build. But I think I did all of the window casements. Yep. So I don't need that can of paint anymore. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if I can recolor these stairs, but I have a feeling it might be one of the sets of stairs that can't be um recolored. But yeah, I am gonna knock off for the night and stretch my back a sec. But yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna end my stream now. I I would normally say night all, but it's almost 5 a.m. So, well, it's nighttime somewhere, so Night.